The tennis calendar's been jam-packed in the last few days. Roland Garros getting underway, Rafael Nadal's big farewell, and something that slipped under the radar was one Serbian guy winning his 100th ATP Tour title. Yes, that's right, Novak Djokovic. He is part of history right now, and let's celebrate it. That's right, and if you haven't done so yet, smash a like, subscribe. We had to bring a video for this because it's historic. Novak Djokovic winning his 100th ATP Tour title. Sorry for the delay in bringing it. It's just been a congested tennis calendar, as you know, and on YouTube, we can only put out so many videos a day. We had the draw previews, the draw reactions, the men's, the women's, everything. But do not worry, I was watching, and it was a nervy final. I was umming and ahhing whether it was even going to happen at one point. Hubi Hurkacz looks so solid, but we know what Novak Djokovic can do when he puts his mind to something. When there is a goal in sight, he just buckles down. And as soon as he took that second set tie break, I sort of had a better feeling. Right, now we're in for something special in that third set. It was Hubi Hurkacz who he defeated. I felt a bit sorry for Hubi, to be honest. I've never seen him so upset after losing a final. Obviously, he's had a long road to recovery after a knee injury, and Djokovic was very complimentary to Hubi Hurkacz in the post-match speech that he did, and highlighted how difficult a knee injury is to come back from, and the fact that Hubi's come back so quickly and started making finals again. It's credit to him and his team. So Djokovic, yeah, he was very humble in receiving this trophy, and to speak about everything after the match. The match itself, let's get into that a little bit, because I thought it was just a grueling match, to be honest. Djokovic even said it in his post-match speech. He said, maybe in the future we can have some maybe quicker matches. This one was 3 hours and 8 minutes long. Pretty crazy. Djokovic still able to run the gauntlet. And in that final set, he managed to get the early break, but then he was broken back at 4-3. I'll take you through it here. And then we went all the way to tiebreak, but the commentary team had it right. Djokovic is a bit of a tiebreak master, and you saw the errors starting to come off the racket of Hubi Hurkacz down the stretch. But Djokovic just so strong-willed. It was like a destined thing that was going to happen in Geneva, it would seem. He had all of his family there, and he said that the family weren't even there for his 100th. They're actually there for the birth of a child, somebody else in the family. So all the family had come over to Geneva as well, which was, well, it just, everything fits in together. They call that fate, and he had his children on the court with him. It was brilliant to see. And now he makes a big list. There's only 3 of them in it. It is Jimmy Connors, 109 titles, Roger Federer, 103 titles, and now Novak Djokovic. He joins the 100 club as the 3rd man ever to win 100 plus singles titles. There he is, and a lot of nice graphics flowing around. And this is a lovely graphic of all of the trophies. The man who completed tennis. Can he go on to get to 110 titles? Tell me in that comment section. I'm very interested to know, can he do it? Can he get to that number? And this is a bit shameless, but I don't care if the rest of them are all 250s. Do you? I don't really care. I would happily see him win another 10 250 events just to get to 110 and overtake Jimmy Connors. Why not? He hasn't really won that many. He's only won 12. And even if he won another 10, he would still have less 250s than Roger Federer. I think he had 25, Roger Federer. So to put that into perspective, he only has really been winning big tournaments as well in this 100. And he's the only ever player to win titles in 20 consecutive years. That's 2006 all the way through to 2025. Incredible. And you see some of them, obviously, the picks of the bunch are 2011 with 10 titles in that year, 2015, 11 titles in that year. And you can see there's sprinkled in a few sevens in there as well, but just outrageous statistics from one man. And can he keep on adding to the tally? That's the big, big question. By making it 20, he's now gone above Rafael Nadal, who had 19 consecutive years. Roger Federer had 15, Ivan Lendl 14, Jimmy Connors 13. And I thought I'd bring up some other statistics because it's just nice to look through when you get a historic moment like this. And it's Djokovic's career finals. And, well, starting all the way back, hopefully that's not too small on the screen for people just watching. Might have to zoom in a bit. It was 2006 in July was his first ever ATP title against Nicolas Massu, and that was in the Netherlands. And he won that one in straight sets. Then he lost his next one to Stan Wawrinka in the same month. That was in Croatia. These are all 250s, his first 4 finals. He won his next 2. He won an indoor hard and a hard court. But you can see coming down here, I was trying to work out how many finals he actually won in a row as well. And I think the most he amounted in a row was 13 finals won consecutively, which I thought was incredible. Just to be able to have that sort of drive to win a final is difficult for just 1 or 2 in a row. But to win 13 consecutive, I thought just amazing. Obviously, you rarely saw him lose multiple in a row. You can see there, Rafael Nadal beat him in 3 finals in a row in, 3 consecutive months. Painful for Djokovic, I'm sure, but being on the clay, you'd probably see no other different person other than Rafa defeating him. But one of the extraordinary things that I thought coming down this list was not only that he's won 100 titles, but he's been in 143 finals. That, I think, in itself is incredible. Imagine making 143 finals. The fact that he's been able to win 100 finals and still lose 43 is ridiculous. So you're always getting to the final, it seems, in pretty much every event you're entering. And I tried to do something which is just break down who he's been playing in the finals, just a little pivot table, Here we go. So if you have a look here, the people that he's been beating the most, or probably played the most as well. So we see Andy Murray there. He beat Andy Murray in 11 finals. Obviously, most notably, the finals he was beating him were a lot of them were Grand Slam finals as well. You got 8 hard court, 2 clay, and 1 indoor hard. And then Andy Murray, credit to him, really. And people were questioning why he was there. Like, wow, why is he there in the Rafael Nadal farewell? Well, he beat Djokovic in 8 finals, and he beat him in 5 hard court ones. Considering how good Djokovic is on hard court and an indoor hard court there as well, a clay and a grass. Obviously, Wimbledon being the grass one. But yeah, you're seeing on this list, and you see Roger Federer only beat him in 6 finals. And you go down to how many times he beat Roger Federer in a final. 14 times he beat Roger Federer in finals. Rafael Nadal, he beat 15 times, but that's a lot closer. You can see 13 times Nadal beat him in finals, and majority on the clay, but still beat him on some hard court finals as well. So that's just the levels of the game are crazy. And you can see this is like a short list of people who are able to beat Djokovic in a final. There's not many. That's it. You can squeeze it all on that one screen there. And let's just list them off. Zverev's managed to do it. Rublev, I mean, he's made that list somehow. We've got Murray, Carlos Alcaraz, obviously. That was the 2 Wimbledon finals. We've got Medvedev, Holger Rune, Jakub Mensik, Yannick Sinner, Joe Wilfried Tsonga, we're going back a bit. Karen Khachanov in that amazing Paris run he had. Marin Cilic. We got, obviously, we spoke about Rafa and Roger. Stan Wawrinka, another player who you could argue could be up there with a Murray. And Tommy Haas. Wow, really rolling back the years. But you see the amount of players who's beaten in finals, sort of just this endless list. I can't even go through them all. Let's just pick out some legendary names. Got David Ferrer in there, Dominic Thiem in there. Let's keep on going down. We got Guillermo Cañas in there, Juan Martin Del Potro. He's beating Yannick Sinner in there as well. Let's keep going down. Look, some older names. Look, we got Berrettini and Fish and Cilic, Jusni, Raonic, Kyrgios. I mean, there's a real great list. Thomas Burdick as well down here, Tsitsipas and Stan Wawrinka. I think we can all agree he's had an illustrious career. We don't want it to end. We want it to continue. Can he get 10 more titles? That is the big question. I sincerely hope so. Tell me in the comment section, will he get there? Or if he doesn't, what number do you think Novak Djokovic ends his career on? Is it 103, 105? Does he make it? Does he make 120? Let's keep going forever. I want to know your thoughts. And if you haven't done so yet, give us a like, subscribe, and just for old time's sake, this one's for you, Nole. DJ.